Hey, how you doing? We got to sit down for this. So yesterday I posted a video about how I'm done selling, relatively high value electronics and just that kind of thing in general on Amazon, because two people were talking to me and we were all like, hey, this is kind of crazy. So I posted the video and then immediately Facebook, Instagram, email, text messages, everyone is saying, yeah, this is crazy. And then today somebody posted on seller forums on Amazon being like, is there a ring of scammers? Because apparently, and I haven't got this, so I can't verify it, but apparently now everyone who's selling laptops and stuff like that is getting the same message. I'm going to go over and read it to you, I guess. It's at my computer right now. The message is really oddly, phrased. They say, I have not received the package. I have confirmed, like my family and neighbors, and all around my home, there is no package, which makes me very sad and upset. I hope you can refund me according to my payment method. And that sounds kind of weird. It's because it is weird. This seller goes on to say, I've received the same message word for word. And then I said, okay, well, that's really weird. Is that I'm sure this exists in a Discord somewhere. Hey, if you buy stuff, you can do this. And then so I'm looking around and I type in how to get free stuff on Amazon in Google. Nothing shows up. Nothing useful for us shows up. But then you type in how to get free stuff on Amazon, Reddit, and you find this subreddit called Unethical Life Hacks. Unethical, I'll just show you right here on my phone. Unethical Life Hacks. And yeah, that's pretty unethical if you this one is free items from Amazon by saying it was never delivered. And then the user L Lested says, would it be possible to keep something in $1,000 range? Is it possible to steal $1,000 from someone and have Amazon just take your side? And then all the comments are like, no, don't ruin a good thing. That's the complaint. No, don't ruin a good thing. Not no, don't rob someone. No, don't get greedy so we can't steal things anymore. This one says you'll only get away with it up to $500. Over that, they investigate. Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. Terrifying. That this is just out in public. And I guess what you're supposed to do if you're talking to a few people, if someone says this to you, that they did not receive it, which is different than swapping out and returning things, which is different than saying it's broken, and demanding a refund. But if this happens to you, and this is why you always purchase postage through Amazon. And you say, okay, file an A to Z claim. Because that's the only way you can really report fraud to Amazon. That's nuts. When you go through all of the reports you can do on buyers, there's not really an easy way for sellers to report fraudulent buyers except through the A to Z rebuttal process. And everyone who sells on Amazon knows that that's a nightmare to do that. Because if you get 3 or 4 A to Z claims in a month, you're probably done for, with that account at least. And it's, I knew it was a problem, but I did not know it was this big of a problem. And it really is crazy. I just typed in how to get free stuff on Amazon or Reddit. 23 million results, but we all know that that's not all good or bad in this case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are dozens and dozens of threads all saying the same thing. And everyone is just saying, hey, all you have to say is this. And then there's a portion of buyers who are either scared to get an A to Z claim or whatever it is, and they're just going to refund you. And that is, in a nutshell, just totally validating what I said about Amazon and about fraud and about theft and all that stuff. I guess I'll type in how to get free stuff eBay right now. All right, so I typed in how to get free stuff eBay Reddit, and it looks like those posts stopped around 2018, and that's when a huge amount of posts on about Amazon theft started. So, yeah, do I think it's an actual, criminal ring? I'm sure that there are isolated criminal rings doing this. But everyone, it's not all connected. I guess what you could do is go to like ic3.gov, which is the Internet Crime Compliance Center. That's the 3 C's, and file a complaint. But like, here's the things that they're worried about: billion-dollar scams, donation crisis in the Ukraine, scammers target and exploit owners of cryptocurrencies in liquidity mining scam. They don't really care that much about individual guys like us getting screwed over. And it's pretty obvious when you go and research this. So I don't know. I mean, if you were on the fence about wondering what exactly is going on, yeah, there are definitely some unethical people who are just like talking to each other and figuring out what are the best ways to rob us, which is, you always love to see that. So what other scams am I missing out on? I mean, we really should be, if they're all talking together, we should be talking together too. And what steps do you take to avoid being ripped off or scammed? Like I said, for me, someone in the comments yesterday said, is it worth it to stay on Amazon? And I was like, not for those items. I mean, am I leaving Amazon totally? No, I'm still selling books, DVDs, video games, handheld electronics, that kind of stuff. Things below $100. If I had, let's say I do, right over there, a copy of Super Smash for GameCube. Would I sell that on Amazon? It's new. I have a few used and one new. And there's no doubt in my mind that that's getting stolen. If I sell it to somebody on Amazon, there's no doubt in my mind that if I were to list that game on as Amazon FBA at like $400, it would get purchased immediately and then returned almost immediately, probably with no disc in there or nothing at all. Who knows? It's just like, it's almost ridiculous. It's ridiculous to be expected to run a business when there's just like wholesale fraud being allowed. And it's no one really even cares about it because, like I said in the past video, all the government really seems to care about for small sellers is the price they're charging, not the enormous amount of fraud that goes into running their business, which is just like, I could talk for hours about how economically inept certain states and the way that they enforce their Consumer Protection Acts is. But I won't do that because that's boring. So I just wanted to rehash that, say like, yeah, there was a huge response to me personally, and I'm seeing this spur posts on other forums, on Reddit, on Amazon Seller, and it's just like, yeah, it's an issue. Amazon, if you're seeing this, please just offer an option to report fraud without going through all of these steps. Wouldn't you, if you're Amazon, wouldn't you want to know who's robbing sellers? I would think they would, but what do I know? I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you're still here, you know the rule, give it a thumb up. And if you're new, subscribe. I talk about this kind of stuff all the time.